Hey Taurus, welcome to your love reading for April 2020. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. You could be a sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign Taurus, or you could be watching for someone that's a Taurus. Either way, I am grateful that you are here. You can find me on Instagram at Candy Wishman and on Patron. The information's in the description box below, as well as my social media posting schedule. All right, let's get right into it. What is the overall energy or situation between the two of you? Ooh, we got the web weaver. So synchronicity, divine intelligent, cause and effect. So you're both kind of in worker mode right now, but there's also a lot of things being woven in the background, okay, energetically between the two of you. And maybe your paths were meant to cross and come together. I think I've never noticed this before. I think it's really interesting. I feel like this is a dragonfly, okay? I don't know if you guys can see it with the glare. I feel like it's a dragonfly, but it's an actual dragon with dragonfly wings. I don't know if that means something to you guys, if there's, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it there. It popped out for some reason, so it must be for somebody. And then on the bottom, we have the wise woman of Wonderland. So integrity and compromise, okay. So what came up with that, I feel, is very, very important, is the word compromise. So some of you are compromising your own self and your own well-being for this other person. Some of you are learning about compromise through this person. We're going to pull more cards on each of you, but I feel like there's a very strong lesson around, because I feel like you feel very strongly for this person and you care about them, and you really, I don't want to say idolize them, because you might idolize them a little bit and therefore be willing to do almost anything for them, even if it is to your detriment. So just be mindful of that. But we'll pull some more cards on this particular situation. Okay, so let's get some cards about where you're at. Yeah. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, so we have the Hierophant at the bottom. 100% you want higher level of commitment with this other person. Whoever this other person is, we'll pull cards on them too. Yeah, look at that. They make you so happy. Look at that. Ta-da! Like I hear like angel voices when this card popped up. I don't know if they're like an angel to you. Very, very interesting, okay? We also have the Death card though, okay? So I feel like, and I don't want to say that for some of you, you feel like you could just die. Like I don't know. I get that that's very dramatic and that's not even Taurus energy, but like you could just die. Not for them, it's sort of just like, I got an energy of somebody's emotions being roped or raked over the coals, like you could just, feeling like you would just die emotionally. And then I got somebody that's just like, I would just die if I can't be with them. You know, and whatever that is, there's no judgment here behind that. That's just, if that's your energy, that's your energy. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so we have we have somebody who knows what they want, who knows how to get it. Okay, so I feel like you really have your sights set on this person. I do feel though that they, like with I feel like there's a major transformation for you in regards to this person. And again, it doesn't matter. Like for some people, you know, sometimes for some people when they meet someone, they want to better themselves. They want to, you know, start looking good, you know, start eating well, start taking care of themselves. I feel like this person had this effect on you. And again, it doesn't matter how you go about taking care of yourself or what the catalyst was. It doesn't matter. The fact is that you're doing it, right? So I do feel like there's a major transformation, but I do feel like they are your end goal. You got your sights set on them for sure. All right, let's get some cards representing this other person and where they're at with this situation. I feel like that's coming up a lot. Very interesting. Okay. All right, so we have the High Priestess on the bottom. Okay, so this person's a highly intuitive person. I feel though that they keep a lot close to their vest. I'm not sure they share a whole lot of information with you. We have the Three of Swords. So this is Libra energy. But this is also an energy of somebody who's going through some heartache right now and some difficult things. So it's interesting because you're on this side, you're like, yeah, this is amazing. And this person over here, whatever they're going through is they're having a lot of emotional triggers, but it's good. They're healing. Yeah. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is also Libra energy. So they could have strong Libra in their chart. This particular card to me is saying this person's been put in a timeout. They were pushing too hard. They were perhaps going way too far in the wrong direction. So the universe had to course correct and realign them with their soul's purpose, which tells me it could be more about what this is. I don't feel this is a romantic heartache. I feel this is well, I envisioned my future looking like this, and now you're telling me I can't have that. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to pout and I'm going to cry about it. And there's no judgment with that. How people go about processing their emotions and being aware of their emotions is their business. It's just how they're kind of in this place. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this, I'm not sure they're thinking about a relationship with you or anyone right now. I don't think they're in that space. I think they're very career more motivated or oriented right now. I wanted to say motivated and oriented at the same time. So more oriented. Okay. What? And then we have the Hanged Man, okay, which tells me again they're being held up until their perspective changed, because perhaps what they thought was and I feel like that could be the hidden factor for you, where you feel like you know something's going on, but they're not telling you everything, or you're not really sure. This is totally why. It has nothing to do really with the connection they have with you. But I feel like they need to shift their perspective, because the universe has something even more amazing in line for them, but they're not seeing it because they're so myopic in their view. Okay. Very interesting. All right. Let's get some hidden factors here. What are some hidden factors going on with this connection right now? Yeah, okay, so we got a few. All right. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. There's a lot of truth happening, but we have the Sun. The Sun was the first card coming out, okay? The Sun brings new beginnings. It brings happiness. It brings clarity. But in order to do that, the clouds need to clear. So I feel like the clouds, whatever's happening right now is clearing the clouds. I feel in your position, Taurus, you're very good at navigating your own emotions. I don't feel they bog you down for a long time, because you have the skill sets, you have the ability to, I mean, there are some things you can be kind of stubborn about, no question, but I feel like you're very open to the fluidity of your emotions and doing whatever you need to work through them. So I feel this push from the Sun is more for this other person, okay? And then we have the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Both sevens, both deeper knowledge, the need to seek more knowledge, learning another layer of things. The Seven of Wands is that standing up against your naysayers. I feel like your person is afraid of what people think. I feel like there's still this energy, even though they've done quite a bit of work on themselves, there's still this energy that, so let's say an example, there's somebody that's really good at bringing people together, but they want to be like this master Reiki person because that title and that status looks better. But really, their gift is bringing people together. So I feel like there's has to be this recalibration around, and you could also feel that too, where you feel like you have to have a certain title, or you have to, in order for others to see how important you are. Again, that's inner childhood stuff, inner childhood wounds. But I feel like your person is really going through that right now. We have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? The seeds have been planted, but all of this stuff, all the seeds need to start blossoming and growing before anything can come to fruition. And right now, for them, the soil is dry because they're not watering it with the appropriate liquid, or they're not nurturing it with the appropriate ingredients. And it's a tough lesson to learn, but it is such a huge relief of, like, it'll relieve a lot of burdens for them, is what I'm trying to say. I do feel like things are a little bit chaotic, which is why my energy is a bit chaotic. Things are a little bit chaotic for them because their entire game plan has now been disassembled and they have to put it back together, but it's not going to work if they put it back together the way it was. Okay. All right. So external influence is happening right now, but yeah. So we have the Death card again, and we have the Two of Cups. Okay. I love this. We have the Five of Cups on the bottom, which is really important because this signifies past wounds, crying over spilled milk. Okay. So, which is kind of the energy they're in, and it's okay for them. It's okay for them to grieve however they want to grieve. They got to go through this process however they're going to do it. I love that the Two of Cups popped up here because this is about two equal partners showing up at the table. Right now, the two of you aren't equals, okay? Soul-wise, energy-wise, everybody's an equal, but ego-wise and mentally and emotionally-wise, there's no balance there yet. I feel like, again, it's that whole, like, I feel like you're working on trying to feel the way that you, wow, why am I having a hard time talking? Do you have a hard time expressing your emotions? Maybe they do. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm like, wow, I can't even talk right now. But I feel like you're trying to work hard to make yourself an equal to them, okay? I think the work that you do needs to be more on recognizing that you are an equal and working to release anything that opposes that, okay? For them, they think the only way they can be an equal to anybody is if they have status and money and recognition. That's what they're having to do. So these are external influences coming in to shift the situation, okay? Right now, it's an influence. It's not a positive influence for you guys to not be equals. And then we have the Death card, okay? So major transformation for both of you. Certain things, including beliefs around how you feel about yourself, beliefs around how they feel about themselves, has to change in order for this to work out. But I feel like that's as long as those beliefs are alive and haven't died an honorable death, it creates an external influence on the relationship between the two of you. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so possible outcome. What do we have for possible outcome here? Okay. All right, so we have a few. We do have a new physical beginning. Yes. Okay, that's it. You guys will have a new beginning together. Okay, there's no doubt about that. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we have the Page of Cups, and this is going to be a new emotional relationship. You're going to be apprenticing this. It's going to be all new to you. This is because you're coming in as a different person. They're coming in as a different person. And then we have the Lovers. Okay. So this is a possible outcome, guys. We have a connection. Look at how they're holding each other. These two are equals. Okay. And then we have Justice. So we have a balancing of karma. Okay. Things being balanced out. And beliefs can be karma. Okay, balancing out those beliefs and re-establishing them can be karma balancing, okay? All right, let's get a message from the fairies. The Hermit. Find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Okay. I do feel like this is kind of where, so for yourself, I'm not sure mentorship is the way to go, but again, feel into it, whatever works for you. I do feel though that taking a step back and going within, okay, and working on your own belief around whether you feel you're an equal to this person will pay dividends. For your other person, I feel like someone's going to be coming into their life that will act as a mentor for them and help them navigate these waters that they're stuck in, okay? So I hope that this has helped. If it resonated, please like and share. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing love-filled April.